Right then, Year 9, we've officially made it. This is our last reading lesson of An Inspector Calls. You have successfully read the whole of An Inspector Calls from home. I'm hoping. If not, you're going to be in trouble. Anyway, so the do now today. Which plot twist occurs in Act 3? Pick one character and explain their reaction to the plot twist. And can you explain why J.B. Priestley included the plot twist at this point in the play? Okay then, so today's reading or listening is going to take a little bit longer than normal as I want us to get to the end of Act 2. So it's your choice, either the pages are attached on the following slides and you can have a read through them, or you can listen to obviously the YouTube version. You're going to listen all the way up to the end. It's really important that you're listening to what's happening because your task today is to plot what's happened in these final pages. Okay, and obviously it's really important to listen to how characters are responding also. So, how do you feel towards the end of the play? It's one of those really emotional moments, I feel, when you get to the end of an Inspector Calls, where you just kind of sit there and you think, what on earth have I just read? And what on earth has just happened? And everyone feels that way, you know, even as an English teacher who teaches this text every year, I cannot give you a specific answer as to how it ends. I can only tell you what we think, you know, the ending means. So what I just want you to have a think about and just write a couple of sentences for me is, how do you feel towards the end of the play? Is there anything that you think? So do you think that, you know, Inspector Gore was a ghost? Do you think that Eva Smith has really died? Or do you think it's going to be a different woman and it's just going to be a representation of Eva Smith? What do you think is going on at this point? So your final task is one storyboard for me, okay? So there are quite a lot of different twists and turns that happen in these last couple of pages, and I want you to have them plotted out in your book so that we can revisit them in a following lesson. So you need to pick out which are the important events that happen, okay? There's lots of things that happen, lots of arguments that happen, lots of things that people say. Those aren't the important things. I want to know, from the moment that Gerald Croft suggests that that person is not real, what happens, what are the steps that we take towards the end. You should be drawing pictures and writing sentences. You've done storyboards before. I have to say I've been a little bit disappointed in some of the work that I've received. It's been pretty low effort. You know, I know you can draw stick people at a bare minimum, and I know you can write. So if there's something like this where you're not too keen on the drawing, focus on the writing. But it's not a choice. Let's just make that absolutely clear. Tasks aren't a choice. This is your lesson. It needs doing. And more importantly, the idea is that we're going to be back in the academy after next week. So all of that laziness that you've obviously been exploring at home is going to completely disappear because you are going to be working back to your normal standard in class. So I would suggest you ease yourself back into that at home. So make sure you complete the quiz on Show My Homework and make sure this task is done.